All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It's Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. For those of you who are thirsty, it is Thursday. What's this? 2 episodes in a week? I've gone crazy. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of Roxy music. What are we talking about today? I was listening to some stuff the other day. One of these songs came on, and I was like, man, this is good stuff here. And I was like, it's time to bring it back around again. We're talking about the band Bad Company right here. And we're not doing 70s Bad Company today, just to let you know. But let's do a little brief history of Bad Company. For those of you who don't know or don't remember, Bad Company formed in London in 1973. Paul Rodgers, coming off the band Free. Their first 3 albums were top 5 US and UK hits. I mean, you all know the story, don't you? Feel Like Makin Love, Shooting Star, Bad Company, Can't Get Enough, Rock and Roll Fantasy, Burning Sky. So many good ones. I mean, I could keep going on, but they pretty much ruled the 70s with that great music. And Paul Rodgers' voice, I've said it before, probably one of the best voices in rock and roll history. Doesn't get credit like he should. Amazing. He was in the band from 73 to 82. The golden years of Bad Company. They would split up. And then some of the band members are floating around. And by 85, 86, the labels, 2 of the guys are, Mick Ralphs and Simon Kirk, are like, hey, let's get the band back together. And the label's like, well, I think they were actually like, let's get a band back together, which was to try to do some kind of project. And the label was like, well, it has to be Bad Company. You got to be Bad Company. But it was too late. Paul Rodgers has moved on. He was in Supergroup The Firm, Radioactive. So they needed somebody. And Foreigner's Mick Jones, not to be confused with The Clash's Mick Jones, introduced them to Brian Howe, who was the lead singer on Ted Nugent's 1983 album Penetrator, believe it or not. And he got the job. And technical difficulty here. We just keep on rolling. He got the job. So they put out a record, Fame and Fortune, and there was the mid-'80s. So what do you do with a new band in the mid-'80s? You do a lot of keyboards. Go all in on keyboards. More keyboards. It didn't do so good. That wasn't so great. So in 88, they're like, you know what? Ditch the keyboards. In 88, people are already guitar-driven, guitar-forward, a little more rock. And they put out Dangerous Age, which had backing vocals and did pretty good there. With No Smoke Without a Fire went to number 4. That's a great song. This is what we're talking about here. These are the songs we're talking about today. That was great to have them back. And then in 1990, Holy Water went platinum. Remember that one? Huge. If you needed someone, Walk Through Fire and Holy Water put them back on the map. And I think I remember hearing those songs, and I wasn't paying attention. That's probably because I wasn't paying attention. But I didn't know that it wasn't Paul Rodgers. I didn't know Paul Rodgers was the lead singer of Bad Company. I didn't notice. Brian Howe has a great voice, and it was there's so much guitar forward and heavy on these albums that I thought, he's a little older, they're doing something heavier. That's still the same dude. I don't know what, maybe I didn't think anything. I was 20. But it was years before I knew it was a different singer. But he does a great job on these songs, and these were great. And then his last album with them, 1992's Here Comes Trouble. Now, I've already done a whole episode on that record saying this is a massive record that should have been a bigger hit, but it was 1992, grunge on the corner, no one wanted it, and so many great songs on that one. How about that? Broken Hearted, Here Comes Trouble. Great Brian Howe, Bad Company record. But then they would, kind of go about their own way, try to come back, they didn't. But anyway, it's that mid-'80s, 88 and 90, those 2 records, huge for Bad Company with a different singer, Brian Howe. You guys remember all these songs? It was great. This is back when Cheap Trick came back with the Flame, Damn Yankees was playing around this time. That was the kind of music we were listening to. That's good stuff here. So those are your songs of the day. If I have to go with one, I don't know. It's tough for me. Holy Water, Walk Through Fire, No Smoke Without a Fire. So much fire. Anyway, Holy Water, we'll do that. But we'll post those below. Bad Company. This is that Bad Company of the 80s, the late 80s, or 1990, that people might forget about. And Paul Rodgers, don't also remember, after the Firm, he was with Queen. Queen and Paul Rodgers took over for Freddie Mercury, so that's how great he is. But whatever you're doing today, I hope it involves music. You're listening to later Bad Company. Post below. Anyone see those tours in the 80s? Have a good one, and as usual, catch you on the flip side.